Good morning. Had myself a quick breakfast and I'm hitting the road right away. My pipes are frozen because it was so cold last night again. They don't freeze like solid like big rocks. They don't burst. They just like slush up. And then if I leave them like that for like 24 hours, eventually it'll solidify and then it'll burst. But once I get the heat really going and the sun hits the passenger side of the car, it generally thaws the pipes out. So I gotta work on the insulation. They're already insulated, but I guess it's not good enough. Anyway, hitting the road first thing because the road is extremely sandy and I want to profit from all this cold weather and actually get out of here. So I'm going to continue heading south down Capitol Reef National Park, and we're going to see some of the geological formations here and shake my suspension to bits. All right. Interestingly, I can see how in the summertime this road in this backcountry, because to go from north to south through the national park, this is the only road, and it's totally dirt. It feels like you're going through safari. It's really quite something. So Coral Reef National Park is a 7,000 foot fault, but it's an ancient fault. So what happened was, as the Rocky Mountains were forming, this fault formed here. They call it the water pocket, and the reason for that is it bent the earth up 7,000 feet and then eroded that away. And so pocket gulches in between these crests of mountains, and the pocket gulches have some of the only standing water in the entire desert area here. And so it was popular with the nomadic Aboriginal peoples, some non-nomadic Aboriginal peoples, and of course, you know, now it's popular as a national park. So because of the fault, it exposed land that goes all the way back to the Permian era. That's 290 million years ago. What's happened is the land gets forced upwards and then eroded, and you get to see all these layers, dozens of layers of the different eras, geologically speaking, of the area. And that's really cool. So we're starting to see some of the history maybe of Utah. It's cool. Overwhelming impression that this park isn't exactly popular. I don't think, only one of the roads that I was on so far was paved, and only for part of it. And these roads, these dirt roads, the switchbacks are intense. Look at this. Oh my God. Ah! Oh my God. I am very afraid of heights. Ah! I'm just not gonna look. I put the camera out the window and I'm not gonna look, and I'll watch it while I'm editing and it'll freak out. Oh, oh my God. That was Capitol Reef, and it leads directly into the next national park right next door, or a national monument I should say, Grande Escalante. Grand Staircase Escalante. I don't know much about this park, but it's been highly suggested by a lot of folks, so let's take a look. Oh no, oh no. Oh, I'm gonna oh god. Hey guys, the road out of Staircase Escalante, not good. Not good for Simon and his fear of heights. It's just, I don't even understand how they paved it. Like, the paving just goes, and then like 3 inches from the edge of the pavement, there's a 400-foot drop. Why? Why would you build a road like this? I mean, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I was so afraid of heights. It's not cool. I'm driving a 10,000-pound house that is prone to breaking all the time. And I have to trust it enough not to fling me off a cliff with everything I own. And oh my god. Woo! Kind of hard to describe how monumental the landscape has been, how completely dwarfed you feel, and also, most importantly, like how all of this just seems to flow one into the other. It's just, but look at this. It's insane. This has been without a doubt the most spectacular road I have ever driven. I was scared for my life driving on this road. It'd give you some thrills for sure. I highly suggest it. Even in an old 90s van, it's still awesome. Bryce National Park, our third national park of the day. And isn't she gorgeous? It's funny, once you start going to national parks on the regular, you become almost like a connoisseur of them. So my review of Bryce so far is, well, first of all, it's a lot more popular than the other ones. Very well established. Paved roads, plowed, clean, full of chubby, middle-aged tourists. You know, your more regular tourist attraction. It wasn't like Capitol Reef was like super wild. There was hardly any. I didn't run into a single other person the whole time I was there. Grand Staircase was a little bit more popular, but not much. Bryce, very popular, and I'm going to Zion probably tomorrow, and it's going to be probably even more popular than this. So a lot of the same stuff, but each one is different. Bryce has got so many of these really cool spires, and the elevation here is higher than all the other parks we've gone to, so I'm at 8,500 feet right now. It's pretty cold, pretty cold. I know, I'm still in a t-shirt though, so it's not that cold, but it's not Canadian cold, but it's cold. It's like the baby Grand Canyon. What is it? Come here. There's also a lot of snow here, so Champ's happy. Topmost point of Bryce Canyon National Park, and the final park for today. Oh my god, what a ride. This is called Rainbow Point, and you can kind of tell why. All the colors of the rainbow behind me. Really pretty spectacular. This is facing north, so this is back up into Utah, and then just over my shoulder this way, there's Arizona somewhere, you know. I'm almost done with Utah. It's been one hell of a ride. It's been more than I could have imagined. Now, I mean, like, do you really want to come into Utah in the middle of winter? You know, maybe. It's not that bad of a winter, to be honest. It is pretty dry. There is some snow, but it's not that bad. But oh man, last time I was here, I was 15 years old, and it was August or July or something. Very different experience, I gotta say. I'm really enjoying seeing it now, especially in the off season. It's so nice. Champ's enjoying the off season, aren't you, buddy? Where are we going next? Are you driving? Excuse me, sir. License and registration? License and registration, sir. Give me license and registration. Sir, are you, have you had a few drinks tonight? A few sips from the water bowl, as it were? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Get the paw going. Got the paw going. That's a good scratch. That's how you know it's good. Alright, buddy. Let's get a campsite for tonight. Hey, let's go get some dinner. Want to eat? Okay, let's go eat. So I hit the road thinking I'd get a head start on tomorrow because I have a couple hours to drive before I get all the way over to Zion National Park. But yeah, I started driving and it just got really beautiful, but it was dark and I don't want to miss any of that. So I pulled over into a visitor's center for Red Canyon, which I think is a national forest. And it's closed for the season, so I'm just going to sit up in this parking lot, got the whole place to myself, and I'm just gonna make some dinner tonight on the menu. Tortellini, because it's gonna be a cold one, and you better stay warm. And I'm gonna try and do some more editing. I managed to score, I parked outside of a hotel for a little bit. The security was already on me, but the guy was cool. I don't think he wanted me there overnight, so I stayed long enough to upload a couple episodes, and that's been a real challenge for me. So there's really no excuse for it because I have a lot of episodes I can edit and I could upload next time I get internet access, but I always end up doing like 2 or 3 and then uploading them and then running out and then being like in the middle of a national forest somewhere where I just can't upload. So I think I'm gonna clock some solid hours tonight. I'm gonna try and get like 5, 6, maybe a whole week worth of episodes edited, ready to go. And then I will, next time I get Wi-Fi, I'll upload all of them, and hopefully I'll do that a few more times, and I'll get totally caught up with all my editing, and it'll just be scheduled out posting, because right now there's just no excuse, man. Like, there's so much great stuff happening right now, and you guys have all seen these episodes probably already, so it's weird, and I'd like to be able to catch up. I'd like to catch up on where I'm at right now. Finger injury, I'm not giving you a finger. Anyway, it's gotten a lot better, but the feeling isn't coming back. So this whole fingertip right here, the back of the finger's fine, but the front, I definitely slipped the nerve right there, so I might never get feeling back in that finger. That's a doozy. It was a deep cut, man. Anyway, swelling's gone down. It's healing up nicely. Hopefully I'll get back to dirt biking soon. But for now, dinner.